Kelty Strike 2300. Seems like a nice backpack, and I'd say it is. But what kind of stuff did I load it up with today for my day hike? To hike all the way up here and way up to the top of that knob and beyond. What kind of stuff would I put in my backpack for this kind of hike? Well, stay tuned to find out, because I'm about to dump out the contents and show it to you. Hey my friends, Late Boy Scout here, and it is an absolutely gorgeous day in the mountains today. I wanted to take a few minutes to do a little bag dump, backpack dump, to show you what I take on a day hike. Now, the day hike in question, excuse the wind, sorry, is about, let's see, I'm traveling about 6 to 7 miles round trip, and I've been gone, well, I will have been gone about 6 hours by the time I get back. 6-ish hours, something like that. So this is going to be kind of typical for what I take and what I recommend for a hike of this type, of this duration and distance, where I'm close to civilization and can get help when I need to. All right, so let's start with the pack. It's the Kelty Strike 2300. This is marketed as a military backpack, and you know, I got it for a good deal on bowtachtactical.com and have liked it quite a bit for just day hikes. Of course, it's got a belt, you know, sort of a belt strap that's nice and padded and very supportive. I added a little pouch right here for a Leatherman tool, and there's a pouch right there for, I'm actually using that for my GPS. Of course, I added a little S-spinner onto it and a little bit of paracord. The bag itself holds about 2,300 cubic inches, which is why it's called the Strike 2300. Pouches on the sides, both sides. A nice pouch on the back with some loops to tie things to. And also this cargo area here that lifts up, and you can stuff larger items inside there, as well as, of course, a main pocket, which is also separated with this area here. And there's my Camelback Hydration right there, which is 3 liters. And I'll usually fill that all the way up for almost any hike. Kind of like airplanes, you know how they completely fuel up before they go anywhere, regardless of how far they're going. I always fuel up 100% on water before I go anywhere. Don't pay too much attention to this. This is actually a fold-up Kel-Tec gun. It's the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 in 9mm, and I normally would not bring this on a day hike. I just brought it for fun this time. I wanted to do a little shooting while I'm out here. Pay attention and stay tuned for other videos to see some shooting with this gun, probably on this trip. I think that'll do it for the pack. I'm not going to talk too much more about it. There's a Shimok, not too expensive, 100% cotton, about a 3 foot by 3 foot piece of cloth that comes in handy for all kinds of things. You know, it's been used in the Middle East for all kinds of things for ages, and whatever, man. I think it's pretty useful. I've actually used that for the last camp out I did. It got colder than I expected it to, so I took that out, put it on sort of like a shawl, and then put another jacket over on top of that, and it really helped to keep my core temperature up. You know, not that I was in danger of freezing, but made me a lot more comfortable. Of course, it's good for a number of other things like filtering water and, I don't know, first aid applications. Got a pair of gaiters, not too high, maybe 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that. Just enough to help me cross a stream without getting my boots soaked with water, if I had to do that. They're not too heavy, throw them in the pack, just in case you need them. A pair of extra socks, which I actually am going to change into after this video. My Leatherman Wave, which comes in very handy. It's got so many great tools on it. A saw, a can opener, a great knife, serrated blade, non-serrated blade. So many good tools on there to help you survive in the wilderness and just kind of be more comfortable. Bunch of paracord. This is probably 80 feet, something like that. I've cut off a little bit of it since I created this this roll of it. And it started off at 100, but it's probably around 80 feet now. A good fixed blade knife. This one is not too big, only about a 5 to 6 inch blade on this one. This is the K-Bar fixed blade fin. Let you have a nicer look at it. It's not designed as a wilderness blade. but I've been pressing it into that application and using it as an outdoors blade, taking it into the outdoors, doing a little bit of woodwork, and I'll tell you what, it actually works real well. And that D2 steel is extremely hard and stays sharp for a long time. So if you're looking for a wilderness blade, you might consider this one, the Finn by Ka-Bar, the fixed blade version of the Finn. Got a little first aid kit, just a little off-the-shelf first aid kit that I've souped up a little bit. I'm not going to go into that, but good first aid kit, of course, is crucial. The Brunton Echo, I think it's called. The Echo Pocket Scope, about 7x is all. Not a real powerful scope, but really useful and nice to have with you, especially for the like 2 ounces or something that it weighs. Great to use if your camera doesn't work anymore and you can't zoom in and, you know, kind of see where you're at with the camera. Then this will help you out a little bit. And like I said, for the weight, why not take it? Some food items. Yeah, we got Cliff Bar, we got some raisins, we got some Propel in there, some mints, some other candies and stuff. Plus we got a little bit of tropical trail mix over here that I've been munching on today. Yep, keep your energy up, have a little bit of food with you. Some gloves. These are Work Right gloves by CLC. They're pretty inexpensive. Go on Amazon.com. Last time I looked, I think you could buy about three pair of them for 20 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. They're nice, lightweight fabric gloves to just kind of, once again, help you stay covered up and protected out in the outdoors. UDAP pepper spray, bear spray. You bet, that's the good stuff. And that's my main self-defense tool right there, item right there. Any sort of, I don't know, big dangerous critter that wants to possibly cause me harm is going to get a face full of that. And it doesn't matter if that critter happens to be human, it's still going to get a face full of it. There's my GPS, which is the Garmin GPS map 60CX. It's treated me well so far. It's not the, it's not the newest. It's not the, doesn't have all the newest bells and whistles and whatnot, but it gets all the work done that I want to do with my GPS unit. Helps me see where I'm at. Leaves breadcrumbs, all that good stuff. It's been treating me pretty well. And of course, a standard compass, not too expensive, just a simple one. Once again, as a backup to help me know where I'm at. There's a light that I don't expect to use on a day hike. This is actually goes over your head. It's the Phoenix headband with extra batteries in here, and this is the Phoenix LD10 mounted there. It's a very great light, and once again, I don't expect to use this on a day hike, but a lot of these items are not for use during the day hike. Therefore, in case I have to spend the night. Moving on to some other items. There's another one. A way of both procuring water and purifying it. This is a good container, a stainless steel bottle. Very plain, very simple, but you can stick that in the fire and boil your water, purify it, at least disinfect it so that you can drink it after you've collected it. Then we've got some sanitary stuff, some wipes, some alcohol wipes, some hand sanitizer, body wipe, stuff like that. Won't necessarily use those unless I got to go take care of some business in the woods, but good to have with you. There's the trowel, also for taking care of business in the woods. Fire kit, you bet. I'm not going to get into it, but we've got things like a lighter, Bic lighter. We've got a ferro rod with striker. We've got some Esbit fuel cubes. I think some cotton balls soaked in Vaseline, and of course, waterproof matches. All to just make fire making simple and easy, and just cheat it, man. Just get it done and cheat. There's a little bit of duct tape. It's going to help you out in any number of ways in an emergency. Not a lot of it. It'd be great to have more, but this is probably enough to get a little bit of work done, something simple, and just sort of get you out of trouble. There's the pouch that I keep this camera in, the one that you're inside of right now. And right there is a rain jacket made by Marmot. It's all folded up. I'm not going to bother taking it out. It folds up into itself, actually, into a little into one of the pockets. And that's very cool and very convenient. And I don't expect any rain today. It certainly doesn't look like rain. It's a beautiful day today. However, it just serves multiple functions, you know. It's a rain barrier, so it could be used to collect water, possibly even, because it's waterproof. It, you know, it's also just an extra layer, you know. If I got chilly up here, got chilled somehow, some clouds rolled in, and, you know, temperature went down, it's just an extra layer. And, of course, we've got some trekking poles. I never go without these. Almost never. I have gone without them, actually, but almost never go without my trekking poles. Simply because I need them and I like them, and they help out a lot. Underneath all of that stuff, of course, is a nice big tarp. Well, it's actually kind of a space blanket with a nice, you know, sort of a tarp backing. If you look at the bottom of it, you'll see that it's reflective and silver. Kind of got a foil thing going on there. So this is going to be helping me out for insulation and shelter. Again, in the situation where I have to spend the night up here. Having something like this is easy. It doesn't weigh much. It folds up tight, fits into your pack, no problem. And again, so many uses. Why not have one of these with you? And it's not expensive either. Something like 15 bucks is all, maybe less than that. Go pick one of these up. I actually got the version that has a hood on it. Again, so I can just kind of whip that thing out, cover myself up completely. If I don't have time to actually build a shelter, I can just wrap myself up in this and kind of be sheltered. So that's about it, guys. That's my pack dump. Most of the stuff that I would take on a day hike of this nature. Thank you all very much for watching. I'd be happy to hear your feedback in the comments section and talk about things that you like to bring on your hikes or things that you would not bring that I brought. Thanks very much for watching. I'm the Late Boy Scout. See you later.